So let's see how to bring in a DEM, which is terrain data, and then we're going to do a slope calculation on this. We're going to reclassify the slope, and we're going to display the slope with the hill shading. So to begin with, I'm going to go to my map. I'm going to add data. And if I go to my desktop here, once you download and unzip it by right-clicking on the zipped file and saying extract all, you should be able to see a folder like this. You just go in here and select that. You can see it looks like a grid, and that's what a digital elevation is. It's a grid data in GIS, and it automatically zooms into the data that we've just brought in. So this is a digital elevation model of the area around Bend. And the sisters here, we can see that the elevation is varying from about 324 meters up to 3,179 meters. So that's the range in elevation there. But we want to make a slope map of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Analysis and then our tools, and that's going to automatically open up the geoprocessing one over here. And actually, before we make the slope map, let's make the hillshade map. The hillshade we can either do in 3D Analyst or Spatial Analyst. We'll do it in Spatial Analyst. And all it asks us for in the hillshade is what the input digital elevation model is. That's going to be Sisters Bend. It asks us for an output. I'll just call that hillshade 1. And then it asks for these two things, and this is the direction the light's going to be coming in. So it's going to be northwest light at 45 degrees above the horizon. I'm going to go ahead and run that. And the nice thing about the hillshade is it gives us a more three-dimensional view of the terrain, the type of view we would see if we were flying over in an airplane, or an image that kind of looks more 3D to most people. So this is the hill-shaded map of the Sisters Bend area. Now we're clearly able to see where some of the peaks are, and things look more clear in that way. And the drainages as well. The next map I want to make is a slope map. So I'm going to go back to geoprocessing here, and instead of hillshade, I'm going to type in slope. And we can see that there's a slope spatial analyst tool as well. I'm going to run that one. And the input here, be sure when you do this one, do not pick the hill shaded one, or else you'll be making a slope of a hillshade, which is not really something. We want to go to the original digital elevation model, which is called Sisters Bend. And then it's going to be called Slope Sisters 1. I think that's fine. The output, we could either do degrees or percent rise. I'm going to leave it as degrees. And planar and 1 is fine for the defaults there. And now we have the slope map displayed here. We can see that it's put it in a lot of different colors. We just want to show 4 colors here. So I'm going to go under symbology here and classify. And then it's asking the number of classes. So I put it on classify. The number of classes is going to be 4. So I'll just type in 4. And then it's going to give us 4 different classes going from yellow to red. And here's where we can set the classes. So currently this is below 5. We want to make the first class 0 to 10. So I'm just going to make this a 10. And then this one is going to be 10 to 20. So make this 20. 20 to 30, like this 30, and then anything over 30 I can just leave with that 75. So this looks good. But it's just a map. We want to actually break those into categories so that everything that's that, for example, that medium orange is going to be in a different category. So the way we do that is we use another type of geoprocessing tool, and that's called Reclassify here. And for Reclassify, what it's going to do is it's going to ask us for the input grid. That's going to be the slope grid, right? So the Slope Sisters 1. The reclassification field is going to be the value it has, and then we can see that it's matched our values that we have in for the color. So that was an advantage of putting that in. From 0 to 10, it's going to have a new value of 1, 10 to 22, 20 to 33, and greater than 30 all the way up to 75 will be 4. So I'm going to run that.